All right, you guys, I'm back on here with the Hangout. I have my good friend from back home from California, Jimmy, and we're doing the Hangout. What's up, Jimmy? You
Hey.
we're just all right. Listen, so today we got an interesting show, people. All right, interesting show, interesting show. Today's topic is 7 characteristics of a simp. All right, so this is important because we're gonna ask her. Look, she just hella smiling in the background. We're gonna ask her what is simping, what is not simping. All right, so I'm gonna go down a list. Now she is a little bit biased. All right, she does like simps a whole lot. She wants you to cater to everything that she says. She's that kind of person. So the only reason why I'm really bringing her on is I want you to see how women think. All right, let's see if they think how we think about what is simping, what is not simping. All right, so Jimmy, before we start, go ahead and introduce yourself. This is my new channel. My old channel, I still have it, but introduce yourself to the people. Let them know who you are, all that good stuff. How to find you.
Well, I'm Jemi Mary, and I don't know what else to say. I mean, what? O'Shea, why are you looking like that?
All right. Let's get the party started.
I mean, I
I see
don't
you
know.
got 34 watching, so we'll get it up to a lot of people here at the end. All right. So first thing I want to talk about. Okay, so let's talk about the paying for dates thing. All right, a lot of women. You live in Southern California, California area.
Okay.
Dates are expensive in California, right? Should a man pay for dates multiple times without expecting sex? In your opinion, how do you feel about that?
Um, he's supposed to pay for the dates. What are you talking about?
Really?
I mean, yes. If he's courting, okay, look, if he's courting a woman and he's trying to date her, like, yes, he should be paying for the dates. There's nothing wrong with the woman treating her man,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes and doing stuff for him sometimes. There's nothing wrong with that. But yes, a man should want to pay for the dates. And not saying that a woman shouldn't offer sometimes. She should sometimes offer. But for for the majority, yes, a man should pay because that's his duty to provide for his woman.
Okay, so let me ask you this. You're saying if it's his woman, what if it's somebody that's not his woman and it's multiple dates? Okay, it's dinner. Okay, next time it's the movies. Next time it's Popeye's chicken with hella biscuits. I mean, you get what I'm saying. Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Shout out to Roscoe's. Um, what's the limit of what your man said? Okay, I can't pay for this amount of shit. Like, do you have a range which is acceptable and what is not acceptable to you?
Well, I think it goes. I was taught. Okay, this is how I was taught. I was taught even. Okay, listen. Even with your friends, like for instance, like whoever asked to hang out should be the one to be paying. Like, say if somebody was like, "Oh well, let's go here," then yes, then that person probably should be paying, most likely, especially if you're just friends. If you're on that level of just friends, then yeah, that's how it goes.
All right, so just friends. Okay, so
Yeah, if that's what you are talking about, if you're just going on casual dates, whatever, it's like whatever a person agrees. Right and wrong in that because it's whatever someone agrees to. But I do think common courtesy is like, okay, let's go to the movies. If you're inviting the person, then yeah, you should be paying.
okay. Shout out to Black Men taking our community back. Hey, bro, you gotta email me so we can get you on the Hangout. Also, shout out to Land Max. I tried to call him minutes ago, but for whatever reason, he couldn't pick up. So, shout out to him as well. Let's go to the next one because we're gonna be on this one for a long time. And I know you's a born again Christian. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Okay, listen. Is it simping for a man to wait for sex, provided that most of these hoes have been fucking all of their life? Now, you talk about it's okay. Listen, you said it's okay for us to pay for dinners, okay, whatever dates. Then how long should we wait for y'all to give it up, in your opinion?
Hold on. See, O'Shea, now you come into spiritual beliefs. Now that has to do with every individual and their spiritual beliefs. Nah, why are you giving that crazy face? Now you coming from a Christian background as well. You know it says to be equally yoked, right? So that means that the person has to believe the same things like you believe. Like mutual to agree upon, then y'all could walk together anyway, because you guys agree, like, to wait, because you're doing it unto God, not just for, oh, let me hold out so I can get over and play this Negro, or let me hold out on her to make it seem like, I got it all together and I'm a good guy and I'ma just let her give it to me. Not them type of games. We're not talking about those games that people play because we know they play them, but I'm talking about sincerely, like, living it, walking it out for God, like making that decision, then you wait however long it takes to wait.
So wait a minute. Let me get this straight. It's okay for me to spend all of my money on you at Popeye's Chicken. You, Bonquisha, Lakeisha, all of that, right? But I'm supposed to wait for whatever it kicks in these Christian chicks' minds for me to have sex when I'm doing all of the things that a husband would do. I mean, sometimes dudes is picking people kids up from school that ain't theirs, trying to walk that Christian walk, paying whole cell phone bills, all kind of. I mean, what is the damn point? I'm trying to understand. Do you defend this? Do you think men should just actively provide for women without getting sex? Yes or no? I need to know.
Well, first of all, hold on. If you're providing, or that goes to show, like, with anything that you do good for anyone, like, say if I'm doing good for someone or doing something for somebody, I don't do it to get stuff from them. Like, what's your real reason? Like that? No, I'm for real. Then that's wrong. That means you have the wrong motives. And secondly, if you really want to be with somebody and you're doing all the husbandly things, then wife her. What's the problem? Wife her up.
Here's the problem with that.
That's crazy.
These other niggas didn't have to do that damn shit. Did Pookie and Ray Ray have to take your motherfucking ass to get Popeye's chicken? No. But I gotta wait. I gotta walk the Christian walk with your ass. What kind of shit is that? That's why the brothers feel the way that they do. Y'all women want us to buy all the chicken, all the collard greens, I'm doing my Umar Johnson point. All the pork and beans, all the red beans and rice. That's my Umar Johnson point. All of that, and you not give us nothing. That's wrong. What are you
That's
talking
not
about?
wrong. You get companionship. That's
what?
That's
What is that?
Sex. Companionship is beyond sex.
Beyond sex?
Yes, companionship.
Y'all hear this shit?
It's beyond sex. Yes.
Continue. I want you to listen. Continue.
You get an awesome friendship. You get an awesome prayer partner. You get an awesome
fucking prayer partner.
Listen to your venting.
A prayer partner. Sharon, you hear this shit?
Things.
What the?
Spiritually, mentally, stimulation, all that. You get a lot of benefits. There's a lot of things to benefit with male and female relationships that are not just sexual. See, that's the problem. Like, people start off things on a sexual note and forget that the other things are important as well. So like you got to build your house right as well. So that's very important too.
Hold on 1 second. And the brother made a good point. Charles Merchant says a dog is a good companion. Motherfucker, Lassie is a companion. Motherfucker, a Cocker Spaniel is a good companion.
You
Listen,
can
man.
show you. Wait, hold on. First of all, they don't talk back. They don't talk to you. So comparing, that's kind of disrespectful. Not even like, let me not say kind of, that is disrespectful to compare a dog to what we're talking about. Absolutely not. Because if you forget the building blocks, because if you don't have companionship first, how is there going to be trust established? You're talking about someone that ultimately that you're going to marry and have children with. They have to be able to trust you. They have to be able to know that when you give your word, it's going to be bond. They have to know that you're going to be there when things aren't, be there when they have a snotty nose and they're sick, or if they break their leg, or if they get into a car accident or some tragedy. So it has to be developed. A companionship has to be has to be developed in the beginnings of anything.
That's bullshit.
As
That's
far as
complete
relationship
bullshit.
goes.
That's complete bullshit because
That's not bull.
while you got a prayer partner, you go down the street and then see a nigga that's 6'8" with motherfucking dreadlocks or whatever, and coochie get instantly wet, and you ready to start instantly, while ugly dudes like me over there praying with your ass, buying chicken, breath stinking, hella mad. You over there with Pookie and Ray Ray getting hit from the back. That is what the brothers is complaining about.
Well, then that means you're talking about somebody who has, not to overtalk you, but see, now you're talking about the character of that woman. So then that means that you're dealing with a woman who has low moral character. That's different. You're not, like, for instance, a person with loyalty and higher morals, they're not just going to be so easy to just be like, oh, let me go do that. No, because they're living for a higher cause. They're not just going after their flesh, as of why you're not getting it, because they're not just going to give it to you, because they're not giving into the flesh until it's time to actually start that fire and place it in the right place.
All women have low moral character. Men are the ones who have high moral character. Women don't have no damn high moral character.
That's a lie.
That's
a lie.
No moral character.
That's a lie.
What moral character? What more? The standards of any law of any society of how people should conduct themselves are established by men. When women establish shit, it gets messed up. Look at the black community. When black women or women in general put their morality on everything, it becomes very hypocritical. It becomes it becomes Detroit. Y'all don't got no damn morals. Let's look at the black community. When black women or women in general put their morality on everything, it becomes very hypocritical. Hold on, wait. Black community get back. Wait, hold on a second, because y'all don't got no damn.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, man, we coming on all out and shit, nigga.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, in the background. By the way, that's black men taking our community back. That's my conservative brother in arms. I wanted him to help weigh in on this bullshit that Jimmy's talking tonight.
I am not talking BS.
Yeah, that's the main problem, man. You know, it's like, you know, when and the thing is, I've seen a lot of women that they'll play the good girl with one dude and be completely giving it up to another dude on the side, like all while playing the good girl role, only to save face, just to make it look like, you know, that she's this good girl to this one guy, but the other guy is just like tearing it up. You know what I mean? And that's the ugly thing about it, man.
I addressed that too earlier. I said something about that. And I said, I'm not talking about those people though. Those are people that are being deceptive. Like they're being.
Yeah, but I think I'm
not talking about those people. I'm talking about a person who is genuinely trying to live for God, like genuinely. And the reason why they're not doing the things that they're not out there just like popping it, because they're genuinely trying to live for God. There are people out there like that.
Yeah, but studies show that 1 in 5 black females are cheaters. So, you know, when you look at those kind of numbers, I mean, yeah, that's 1 in
I
5.
don't know statistics like that.
Yeah.
Then
That
damn,
I
what's
was.
the statistics on men?
Oh, it's
If
pretty
that's
high.
if that's the
It's pretty
statistics
high.
on women, yeah. So I can only imagine, because a lot of times if the statistics are high in women, it's because it's a reflection of what they've experienced with men.
Let me
That's
stop
something
you
to
right there.
ponder on.
Let me stop you right there.
No, don't
Let
stop
me stop
me.
you right
Don't
there, boo.
stop
Let me
me.
stop you right there.
Because we're gonna go deeper. If you wanna go
No,
ahead. Go ahead.
you've been talking too much with your. No, it's my turn.
Go ahead.
It's my damn turn to say something.
Go ahead.
Women always like to give an excuse. The reason why we do this is because you do this. That's a damn lie. You do it because you want to do something. It ain't nothing that you do it because you have the free will. I can't help how you treat me, but I can damn sure help how I react to whatever you do. And that means to say, if women do that because men do that, it means you don't have no control over yourself. Now, the problem that we have in the community, clips of Oregon, I'm getting ready to preach, is we have plenty of good brothers out here. And Dr. Max, I called you, man. I called you a little bit earlier, but you didn't pick up. We have a lot of good brothers in the community, and the problem is we have two sets of standards. A standards for good black men, like me and my brother, black men taking our community back, and we got standards for niggas who y'all just want to screw. It's not equal. It's the dudes who you want to be the prayer partners, and it's the dudes that want to get your coochie wet. See, there's two different sets of standards. And you don't want to admit to that. What is good for one ain't good for the other. One set of men got to work real harder than others, and other sets of men ain't got to work at all. And that's what I'm trying to get you to admit. And this is the problem that we have in our community. We have this problem. And that is a lot why we have a lot of gender war issues with decent black men or black men who want to provide, because it's two different standards for us. Black men taking our community back. Am I lying or am I lying?
You telling the 100% truth.
Hallelujah.
And also, when we get back to this moral thing, men do set morals. Men are the moral compass for any society. Like we are the ones who set matter of fact, societies, I'm doing studies that say that societies actually crumble when women are allowed to have more freedom. Like I'm gonna be dropping a video on that soon, because it's like I've looked at the data. Like, and I'm not talking about my opinion. This is not my opinion. The data suggests that the more free women become, the more immoral societies become. I mean, this is just the facts. The more marriage rates go down, the more out of wedlock children are born, the more dysfunctional societies become as a whole. I mean, it's just a whole host of problems that come about as a result of women having more sexual freedom. That's just the facts.
Let her respond. Go ahead, Jimmy. What you got to say to this?
Because all those things are relative. They relate to one another. Well, because if you're talking about women having sexual freedom, then who are they free to have sex with? That means men, right? So it's kind of like, if they're out there having kids out of wedlock, are they having wedlock kids out of wedlock by themselves? So I think men and women both have a responsibility unto one another. We can't negate that. My point of what I was saying about, and when women do certain things, is like, we can look at our society and we can look at the rate of fatherlessness. We can look at the rate of, women not being married. Well, don't you think men have a responsibility in that as well? Because aren't they the ones asking women to marry them? Aren't they the ones choosing to walk away from their children? So we have to look at those things in its entirety. And a lot of the issues, stop. Hold on, I'm not done. And a lot of the issues, like as far as women being single mothers, you think women want to be single mothers on their own by choice? Like, women struggle. And a lot of like the freedoms of women saying, oh, I want equal pay, is so that they can, some of them, is so that they can take care of their children on their own because of the rates of fatherlessness in the homes. And I'm not even just talking about Black women, white females raising their children, and other races raising their children. So not every race has been raised with a father in the home.
Let me answer that. Again, everybody has free will. I mean, you're Christian, right? I mean, God gave or allowed Cain the free will to kill Abel, and I mean, free will is something that it goes on the person who's making the choice. Goes on the person making, and it does work. It works both ways. But now what you're saying is, do women want to be single mothers? Well, you got to understand that. Well, if you have the option to not need to fall under the authority of a man, and you have something called the state, right? Then you don't have to depend on men as much, which means that you can make more bad decisions because back in the day, for example, when my grandmother was coming up, there was no such thing as welfare. It just didn't exist. Welfare came like in the 60s, 65. Before then, if you had a kid out of wedlock, you were putting strains on both families, which means that you had to make sure that if you were going to have kids, the man was able to take care of those kids. That was the thing. Today's women don't have to worry about that. And the reason why you have so many out of wedlock births are because women choose what men that they want to have sex with. Women choose what men that they want to deal with. And the reason why women want to be single mothers is, yes, they feel they can do it all by themselves. They do want to be, because it wouldn't be so many of them if they didn't want that. It's like 75%.
That's not true.
Right. Listen to this, right? 75% of people smoke crack and drink Kool-Aid. Let's say if I gave you that statistic, okay? Smoke crack, drink Kool-Aid, and Harlem Shake every day, right? Those three things. And then we look at the data and it says 75% of people smoke crack, drink Kool-Aid, and Harlem Shake. And then you say, well, those people don't want to do that. But it's 70%, 75% of us who do that. 72% of chicks are single moms. They wear that as a badge of honor. I see chicks bragging about it all the time. Single mom and proud. Single, bitch, are you serious? I thought I'd be thinking about these hoes. They do that because they want to. I'm done. Go ahead. Your response?
O'Shea, you can't compare Kool-Aid and crack. Those are one-time things that has nothing to do with, that has nothing to do with another person. Here's the difference. Because when you talk about things in relation with other people, you can't force a person to make a commitment to you. You can't force a person to be there and take care of their children. You cannot force somebody to do what's morally right. And that's the thing. So if people are taught to be promiscuous, just like if there's things in a culture that's taught for men to be, it's okay for men to hop from bed to bed. What you think they go do? Hop from bed to bed and be boys and not take care of responsibilities until men are taught to be men, and that it's a badge of honor to be a father and a husband, then things will change. Otherwise, if we keep promoting a society that don't even oh my God, that is just full of look at the abortion rate. We can look at a whole bunch of things. Look at the divorce rate. The morals are beyond decay. It's in straight decay and chaos. For real. So we have to look at those things. It's relationally, because you're talking about relationship between male and female. So that means that one is making a choice. You can't make somebody stay. A baby can't. We seeing that statistics is a baby can't even make a man stay there. So come on.
Black men taking our community back.
People want to struggle and have a baby by themselves.
Black men taking our community back. How do you feel about this?
I feel exactly the way you feel in a sense, because it's like this. This is the problem. The problem is back in the day when women didn't have, it's two problems. The more sexual freedom women have, the more coochie is on the marketplace. The more coochie is on the marketplace, the lower it decreases the value of coochie. So now you have a situation where men are gonna be, it's more options. It's more free options of female access on the marketplace. So off top, you just decrease the value of women in that capacity. Second of all, women who do have men don't feel like they have to do the things that it takes to make a man happy anymore. Back in the days when women didn't have as many options, they did the things to make that relationship work. Now they don't feel they need to because they're like, you know what? The moment you just don't make me happy, I'll just leave. And men are like, okay, well, damn, I thought we were supposed to be building this great family. And now it's like you just want to leave because you don't want to put up with this, or you don't want to put up with that, or you don't want to put up with this, or, you know. So it's like the situation has changed. And the same goes for men. Now it's like it's so many women on the market giving it away so free. It's like, okay, well, I don't have to put up with you either. I can just go get another chick that'll just do whatever I want her to do without having to deal with your drama. So it's like you find a perpetual cycle of people not willing to put up with anything in any relationship.
Thank you.
But that's what happens when you put more, when you give, that's what I'm saying. Like, as women have more freedoms, sexual liberation, it decreases not only, and the crazy thing is studies also show that women are actually more happy when they are able to just be mothers, to just be women that protect the household and I mean that provide for the household and different things of that nature in terms of nurture. They're happier in that capacity and role as well. So we're finding studies that women in Western societies are not even as happy as these women who we would consider in oppressed societies. That's the irony of it. Now, this is just what the data says. It's qualitative data, but it's still data, you know, nonetheless.
Let me go to the next one because this is a hot ass show.
Differently.
Whenever I get Jimmy to come on here, it's always some controversy, and always. And shout out to her. She'll be starting a YouTube page. Well, she'll be giving her own opinions on world events. And I'm telling you, I think her YouTube channel is gonna blow up crazy because the shit she be saying, I'm like, what the fuck did you just say that shit? So be on the lookout for her channel. And I've been knowing her for a long time. We both from the same state, so she's a really nice person. Just got a little bit different views, but. We're going to move to number 3 on the list, all right? Because we're talking about 7 characteristics of a simp. Now, Jimmy, you don't have any kids, okay? Which is a great thing, right? So you're free to, you know, move and be in relationships. How do you feel? Do you feel that dudes who do not have kids, I'm talking about dudes who are no kids at all, is it simping if they date women with kids, in your opinion?
No, it's not simping.
It's not simping.
It has everything.
Please explain why.
I mean, what about the men who can't have children? That really can't have children? Huh?
I mean, I'm asking you to explain. You asked me a question.
Oh no, I'm saying nah. It just depends on what a person wants. Like
your volume up. Your volume. Turn your volume up.
What I said was, it's okay if a guy has no children and he chooses to date a woman with children. That's his prerogative. Off the simple basis that we don't know what's going on with him. He might not be able to have children.
Okay.
There's some men that aren't able to produce children, like because they have issues in you know, in those areas, and he might see as stepping up to actually father another man's child that's not there as a, you know, as a badge of honor, that's being a man. There's nothing wrong with that because children do need a father. So that's not simping. I don't think that's simping. There's a purpose for everything.
Taking care of another nigga's kids, that's being a man. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it could. Yes, father.
Wait. Yes. Explain, please, why that is.
Because anytime when a man steps up to anytime when a woman could woman up, that's just like if a man has a daughter. Woman is nowhere in that daughter's life, so the woman he marries steps up to the plate and takes care of that daughter and teaches her how to be a woman. That's her womaning up and actually being what she's supposed to be in that household. So what I'm saying is, you know, we have children that may not have, you know, a mother or father. They need that. So it's nothing wrong with a man stepping up to the plate and being that to a child.
Okay, before we go to
blessing and being a man, that's awesome.
Okay, before I go to Black men taking our community back, I want to mention one thing. What you mentioned about maybe a man can't have kids, I'm sure that's probably an anomaly. While that can happen, I'm sure that's not statistically significant.
I mean, it's a part of life. That's, that we have to look at all facets of situations. We can't just be narrow-minded and be like everyone can have kids. No, everybody can't have kids. Those people matter too.
Let me do this. I will, before we go to Black men taking our community back. We need all of you brothers right now to donate a like. See, we ain't asking for no money. We asking for you to like the video. Because if you like the video, that's how we're gonna get some money in here, because YouTube will promote the video. So what I'm trying to do is get all you brothers, before we go to Black Chicken Community Back, we have 80 likes. I just need, I want 40 of you brothers to go and hit the like button on the video right now. So that's 82. Okay, 80, thank you brothers. Let's get it to 120. So all you brothers and sisters that's in YouTube right now, watching the video, if you're really feeling the kind of interview that we're doing right now, and you're getting a real insight into how women think, whether that's right or wrong, I brought her on here specifically so you can see how women think, so you can hear it out of their mouth. Okay, let's get 17 more likes there. So I have 168 watching. Let's get some more likes on the video, 103. Keep the likes coming in. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. I see a lot of you in the chat. We have 167 watching right now. Black men taking our community back. What is your response to what she said?
Honestly, I do kind of agree with her. Oddly enough, this is where I do agree. I agree with her in the sense that at the end of the day, we do need men out here helping with some of these kids. Because I look at things, I guess, from more of a, not to say that it is our responsibility. I hate when people try to put it on, oh, you got to man up. I don't believe in that. Like, cause that's not really manning up. It's really a charity case, and it should be seen as such, because that's really what it is. But at the same time, I don't begrudge a man who does step up to the plate and raise some of these kids, because it helps. I know people, matter of fact, I have an uncle who's a pastor actually. And, he raised, 7 kids that weren't his. And those kids came out to be productive, citizens to the country. So I think that probably wouldn't have if he wouldn't have stepped in. So I do see where it is a benefit. It is a benefit to society for men to step up and do it. But I don't think it should be seen from the viewpoint of manning up, because that's not necessarily manning up. That's a man taking on the responsibility of somebody else. That's not a manning up situation. Manning up is taking care of your own kids. It's being there for your own wife. It's not doing the work of, like what I did, cleaning up a community. But I don't mind men doing it, because I truly believe that is the height of integrity to a certain degree. I think it is. We need honorable men like that are willing to self-sacrifice in that way to make societies run. You know what?
Shout out to Crystal. I just asked for some likes, and she donated $50, and I appreciate her. And she roasted me yesterday talking about I'm coughing too much on the air and shit. So I appreciate Crystal. I appreciate anybody who comes in here and donates on the super chat while we're live. As you know, that money that I get from the super chat purchases, I put all that money into the Negro Manosphere blog. By the way, if you checked out today's article, you would have saw we wrote an article on STEM for the brothers. We put some good facts out there. That was our article writer, a new gentleman that we have here, Gabriel Agboruche, a brother from Nigeria, but he lives in Detroit. So go check out that article, African American Males, STEM, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematical Careers. We want you brothers to get that information. So when you donate, we put that money to giving you pertinent information as well. Let me weigh in on this real quick, Jimmy. I came from the hood. And if y'all heard my 1980s crack cocaine epidemic story, you would know that you would only know that shit if you came up in the hood. I saw a lot of dudes, and to be fair, even in my life, I had a lot of men that stepped in my life, even though I had a father, to do fatherly type things. Now, it was not their responsibility to do that, and I'm still saying that now. When women tell men that stepping up to somebody else's responsibility, I think once again, we're not putting the responsibility that the women should have chose in whatever man that they got with and had a baby by. And see, that is what's wrong with society. We're expecting the brothers, especially in the community, to step up and take care of kids that these women go out and have by anybody that they're not ready to take care of. And as for me, what the brother who just spoke, he had a community cleanup in Houston. There was a big debacle over here in YouTube about it. And I support those type of things. I really do. I support black men cleaning up black communities or promoting it. I have a website that's dedicated to black men and promoting the community. But what I will say for brothers is y'all expect black men to be second-class citizens. This is the reason why it's being a man taking care of a woman's sloppy fucking seconds. And see, that is not right. Now, why it's honorable for a man to go out and contribute to somebody's life if he wants to, black men are not obligated to that. Men are not obligated to that. And men, I feel, need to make women make conscious choices. Do not help these bitches when they have these kids. Do not step up in those kids' life and do shit. I'm telling you, because they need to appreciate you. If you step up and help these kids these days, as they're already telling you, black men, you're not a protected group. You have black women to tell you that. Nobody respects you. So why would you continuously go out and put yourself in a position where you're going to be taking care of folks' kids who do not respect you collectively? That don't make no sense. And me and black men taking our community may disagree with that. But I tell brothers, don't give them nothing. If you want to take back the community, take it back for yourself. Don't take it for them because you want to help them. Take it back because you got business you want to set up there. You have homes you want to buy there, or you have real estate you want to buy there. Don't do it for single mothers. And to me, if you do it, it's simple. Jimmy, your response?
It's kind of
damn! Hold on. I'm turning. Wait.
By
Hold on a
a
second.
person actually fathering and stepping and going ahead and going beyond as far as something that's not his responsibility, you don't think that is bringing forth honor? Like, I think that a person would be respected and honored because they're doing that. I mean, I would just think that, because a person knows that this person is doing something that they did anyway and created a sincere so I mean, I don't know.
1 second. I want to shout out man, black man taking our community back. He gave 20 in a super chat. My big bro AON 2013. You know what? I never asked him for a dollar. We talk every day on WhatsApp. He gave me a story one day that made me $1,000. So I appreciate him. High Def, I appreciate you too, man. I appreciate all of you guys. We've raised like $150 in the super chat so far. And thank you. You guys are paying people like Obsidian to write for you guys, Robert Allen, Roger Curry to write. Yo, I appreciate you. Jimmy, I just want to say this. The way that you said it, like, oh, that's honorable. The tone that you were using, it sounded like, I'm going to tell you what it sounded like. Your tone that you were using, it sounded like those brothers who don't do that, that it's something wrong with them. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if you meant to imply that, but your tone was like,
no,
if you don't do that.
No, I didn't even have in mind. Honestly, I didn't even have in mind the brothers that didn't do that, but I'm just saying, like, it's backwards that they wouldn't be honored for doing that. That's crazy. I would think that someone would be honored for actually doing that. That's what I'm saying, because it's something that they didn't have to do, and that's something that someone would recognize. Even the children would recognize, like, hey, you love me like, like you were my father. It feels like you are my father, even though you aren't biologically my father. And I love you like you're my father. Thank you for giving me your last name, because you didn't have to do that. Like that right there is like, that's an act of love. That's love in action. Like, I just think that that person would be honored. Like that, if you're saying something that's totally opposite to what is actual, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, that's why I gave that look and said what I said the way I said it. Because anyway, like I said before, I said a person who is and is dating somebody who has children, them, they could choose to date a person that doesn't have children like them. That's a choice. Date somebody with children, I do think that you should for their children, because those are innocent children.
Okay, let me do this. Go ahead, Black. I'm taking her from me back.
The thing about it is, I understand where you're coming from. You know, I have a brother that takes care of one of his. Matter of fact, his first daughter with his you know, woman is or baby mother was not his daughter, but he raised that girl as if she was his daughter. The problem is, I guess that what I understand what O'Shea is coming from is because the thing is, it's not appreciated as the way it's supposed to be appreciated. And the reason it's not appreciated is because it's so ubiquitous in society to where women feel like it is an obligation of men to do it, and it is not. It is 100% not. And that's where the problem lies. And it's not like my brother is appreciated for doing what he did. I mean, that the girl that he did it for, I mean, now the daughter appreciates it. She appreciates. She's a sweetie pie to the fullest. I mean, and we all treat her as family, like as we should. But the thing about it is, from the mother's standpoint, I mean, she could care less. I mean, she could care less, and that's where the problem lies. I guess it's just that, you know, it's just not
They're not
appreciated.
together anymore, right?
No, they're not together anymore. No.
Yeah, that's why she's probably still bitter. I mean, I'm just saying.
No, but she's not
that's a
bitter
whole
because he didn't. But he didn't leave her. She left him. She, you know, she
that
went to
don't do
school.
anything.
She upgraded, and I'm just saying, she went to school. She upgraded her life, which is good. And now she feels as though she don't have to respect him. And
wow.
yeah, and any moment, any chance she gets, she shits on him appropriately. You know, as much as she can, and as often as possible. So, you know, and that's just that. But and that goes, and he still takes care of that daughter. That's the irony of it. He still takes care of that same girl the same way he takes care of his biological child. And does she appreciate it? No.
Well, that's a wonderful man. God
Yeah,
bless
but
him.
the thing about it is he really wonderful? That's the thing. Like, I mean, like, really? Is he really wonderful? Because
Yes.
it's not appreciated. That's the point.
Okay, God sees it. That's okay.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me stop you with this.
The fatherless. There's a promise for the fatherless too, as well. So when you take care of fatherless, the orphan, like, God has blessings. God sees it, so God is going to bless that man. So hey.
Okay, listen.
That's awesome.
Let me tell you, and I am a Christian too. So I believe, you know, me and you have had some deep conversations about specific paradoxes in the Bible. Let me tell you something. Being a good man don't take care of your hard dick at night. Okay? You're a good man.
What'd you say? Wait, repeat that, O'Shea?
Being a good man don't take care of your hard dick at night. When you sitting there lonely and your balls is musty and sweaty and you ain't getting no sex, you're a good man. Girls don't sleep with you. You don't get your dick sucked because you're a good man. That don't happen. Don't be looking at me like you don't know. I can look ugly too. I'm telling you. No, listen. Oh, God is going, listen. First of all, a lot of brothers don't even believe it. Fair enough. I don't never have no religious debates. A lot of black men don't believe in Jesus, don't believe in God. So a lot of brothers want what they're going to get in this life right now. They ain't trying to do no jihad type shit and wait until they die so they can go get a bunch of flowers and a bunch of roses on the streets of heaven that's made of gold. We want our shit now. Today. We don't want to wait. Oh, that's okay. That's what women always tell you. You know, oh, God saw it. Yeah, God see you jacking off every night. God see you playing with your balls every night. He see that too. And I know you don't want to get.
Okay.
Yeah, oh, exactly. Yes, he sees that. Goddamn. And I'm trying to tell you.
You sound sexually frustrated, by the way.
I don't know how. Every night I'm. I mean,
by those comments, I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, brothers are getting tired of we gotta wait for this. We gotta wait for that. Hold on, George Real, be real, O'Shea. Nigga, don't tell me what to do. I hate these niggas like that. Be real. Nigga,
so you think, hold on, O'Shea.
I'm roast that nigga.
You think that people they get to you think that men appreciate things that they get too quickly? Like, say if there's no challenge and he gets it and they get it too quickly, you think that they're gonna appreciate what they have because they got it too quickly? Don't you think it's innate, like in the man's nature, to want to earn something? Because when you've put value on something, you want to earn it, right? You don't want something that you can get too easily, right?
I don't believe that. I don't believe like
if you think you can get it too easily, then other people can get it too easily. So then you won't value it.
Right? But here's the thing. We're talking about, like Obsidian says, what's good for me, but not for thee. And like I said, you can make me wait 13 years to rub your ankles. And tomorrow, Lil Pookie and Ray Ray can get the coochie. Now you can say, oh, that's because women have bad morals. And oh, I'm not like that because I believe in the Lord and Jesus Christ. Listen to this. Now that may be true for you, but we know some of the biggest hypocrites and liars in the streets are Christian women. Some of the quickest pussy I've ever gotten in my life came from the church. I ain't gonna tell you what church it was, Mount Calvary, but that's another story.
And my thing
too. So what that mean? That mean you gave the D easy too. So you just as guilty.
I'm a hoe.
Take responsibility.
Let's
take responsibility. Let's take responsibility. Come on, it's two to tango.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Shout out. I want to shout out.
So were you a hypocrite too?
Yeah, I was a hypocrite. I ain't gonna lie. I want to shout out Ray Clemens, man, for donating. AON 2013, Crystal again. Y'all are so amazing what y'all do for us here in the Negro Manosphere. Like I said, y'all keep the shit lit. And I know, like, unless y'all selling dope, I know some of y'all sell dope and don't want to tell nobody. I ain't gonna tell nobody. Some of y'all donate this kind of shit every week. So some of y'all niggas is moving some real weight out there. I ain't gonna tell you, but just don't get caught. Thank you anyway. And thank you. If you're coming into the chat, like the video, you guys. Like the video. That's what I do ask you to do. Like the video. All right. And so we can get the likes keep coming because YouTube promotes it. So like the video. And some of you niggas are selling a lot of dope. What's up, Steve? I know you niggas selling dope. I know you. George Abernathy, he donated 500. I know he's on my other page. I know he sell dope for a fact. No, but thank you, brothers. Go ahead, Blackman, taking our community back.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I can't speak for all brothers, but I don't think the speed in which a woman gives me anything makes me respect her more or less. Like, I respect women based on how well I talk to them. If I can't talk to you about anything, if we can't build on no conversations, I can't build a relationship with you. I don't care how fast you gave it up to me. Like, it's all about the personality that woman has is gonna make me leave or stay. Like, sex is just I feel like that's just the innate primal thing that we just do because we enjoy each other. But I think the personality of that woman is what's going to make me leave or stay, period. If she offers me something that I can't get nowhere else, like, that's what's going to make me say this is worthy.
Well, do you know you guys contradicted yourselves in this conversation?
I know, but I speak for me. I can speak for me.
Hold on. Just one moment. I just want an answer to this. That's all, because it's contradictory.
How?
Because then you talked about women being sexually free, but then wouldn't you say if a woman is sleeping with you quickly, wouldn't that be a woman who is more so on the modern society?
Let me explain.
Instead of waiting, because that means that she would be one that is making vagina more accessible.
No. So when I'm saying vagina being accessible on the market, I'm talking about overall. I'm talking about it in a macro sense. I'm saying in a macro sense. When I'm talking about a woman giving me sex, what I'm saying about that is her personality is going to be what makes me stay. That's my point with that. It's not about how fast or how slow she gives me sex. That's not going to make me stick around. What's going to make me stick around is the fact that I appreciate this person, the person that she is. That's my point.
But what about the conversation when you just said about value? Like the depreciation of the value.
Yeah.
If you say something about a market and
yes, like, okay, put it like this.
Individually, if they're making it more easy for you, then wouldn't that affect your value if you think on that level?
No. The point is, but I'm saying the overall value. Let's say, for instance, it's just like economics, right? The more supply you have, the less you're going to decrease the demand. So what happens is, so it's not about an individual woman. It's about my options. It's just like in the Jewish community, right? Let's say, for instance, like the Hasidic Jews.
Stop. Because I don't want you to go too far with it.
Okay.
Because wait, when you say on an overall market standpoint, right?
Yes.
Well, you do have to understand that if it's an overall market, then one individual, two individuals, 15 million individuals thinking all the same thing, the way that they think about sex or being open to sex like that, it only takes like one person. So like what I'm trying to say is like that one matters. So if you think that from an overall perspective, that if a woman is more free with her sex and you're with a woman who's more free with her sex, and then you talk about the value of sex, then you say that that's no effect, but just on the overall math.
Let me explain. I'm talking about sheer speed. I'm talking about sheer speed. This is the thing. Like in the Hasidic Jewish community, right? They'll go on maybe 3 or 4 dates after they meet with the woman. They'll meet with them and then they'll just go get married. I'm talking about literally within months. They'll just go get married and then have start having sex and making babies. So what I'm saying is the speed in which a person actually gives it up doesn't matter as much as the personality of that person that makes the person stay. That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying like when Steve Harvey said, wait 90 days or wait this many times. Okay. I don't believe that is going to make a man necessarily appreciate you more or less. I think the person that you are is going to make a man appreciate you for who you are more than anything. That's my overall point.
I agree. But how does that help the state of people devaluing sex?
The state of devaluing sex is the amount of women on the marketplace. So what I'm saying is, so when you have more women on the marketplace willing to give up sex freely with no ties, then it decreases the overall value of women in the marketplace. That's what happened.
So now you just included something in
it's not the
equation.
Speed.
You said
no, it's not the speed. It's
something that you didn't include before. You included ties. Meaning relationship. See, so now you included something that you didn't address before, which now that makes a difference. That makes a difference in that statement. But that's all. I just wanted some clarification in that.
No, I got you.
Matter.
Okay, so this is actually a very, 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 very good hangout. Thank you for everybody. We're still got like 5 or 6 more to go. So if you're just coming into the chat, go ahead and like the video. Also, if you are not subscribed to the negromanosphere.com, I need you to drop your email address in the chat so I can get you subscribed. Gotta get you subscribed to the Negro Manosphere. Thanks to all of you guys. We started the blog before we get into the rest of the show. We started the Negro Manosphere. It was built in November. The first post was in December. And I did like 3 or 4 posts in December. So from January to March, we have got almost 300,000 site views. We have got almost 165 posts up every day. We've posted every day consistently for 80 days straight. And that is because of the support that you brothers do with, sharing the videos, donating, liking the videos. The number one thing is you participate in the videos. That's the number one thing we need is participation. So I thank you guys so much. The site has taken off because of you. The site went up in a lot in value because of support. So thank you, brothers, for what you do every day. I appreciate you. You are the prize. So always remember that, despite what people may say about you. Let's go to the next topic, which is, what about opening the door for women, complimenting women? Does this make a guy a simp, in your opinion?
Seriously, O'Shea.
I'm asking.
No, that's not being a simp. What the heck?
Okay, no, I agree. I agree. But why does it not make you a simp, in your opinion?
Because it's gentlemanlike. And yes, they're not, I mean, it's just, I don't know, I guess traditions and how you're raised and things like that. I think that's awesome. I think that's awesome. That's an awesome thing to do.
Okay.
That's all.
Do you appreciate compliments from a certain type of man, or like, do we gotta have all his teeth and shit? I mean,
I appreciate compliments from people in general because I know that people don't have to give them.
okay,
You know.
okay, okay.
So.
What about you, Black Men Taking Our Community Back? How do you feel about this as far as compliments?
I think women like compliments from dudes that they like. I think that's what I think. I think compliments from a dude that they don't like is considered harassment and can get you put in jail for that crap. That's just the truth.
So,
Get all kind of assault charges and everything.
make sure you have all your teeth, brother, before you can.
Yeah, exactly, and make sure she kind of likes you, because that it will be considered harassment. I'm telling you, that's the truth.
Oh yeah. So make sure you have all your teeth, brothers, and all that. Okay. So the next one is it now? Tom Likas talks about this a lot. The legendary Tom Likas, and that is being faithful to a woman who is grotesquely fat after you've been with her for a few years. He says, in many, now especially men who have money, who are successful, the woman gained like 80, 90 pounds. She's fat, nasty looking, not what she used to be. If you stay faithful to her and don't leave her, Jimmy, do you think that is being a simp?
No. Some men like big women.
Oh yeah?
Some men have fetishes for big women. No, for real. They do.
I'm talking about when you get with her, she's small, 120 pounds, and now she's 220 pounds.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a relationship. If you don't want a woman that's big like that, then you motivate her to actually exercise with you. I mean, because sometimes guys get out of shape after years. I mean, certain stuff happens after years. People get old and ugly and wrinkled. I mean, just think about it. That's a part of nature. So it's like, I mean, there's always things to bring about, things to help your situation. Like if you don't want a person that's big, y'all exercise together so y'all can stay fit. That's another activity to help y'all bond. Y'all can go on hikes. Y'all can do a lot of active things to lose weight. Go on diets, a healthy diet. I mean, hey, there's all types of stuff to create bonds.
Brother Black Men Taking Our Community Back. How do you feel about what she's saying right now?
That's funny. Honestly, I agree with her on that because I don't believe in cheating, period. That's just me. Not to say I'm perfect, but I believe that to me, cheating is something kind of like saving money. Like I like to save because I like being disciplined. I like to not cheat because I like to be disciplined. It's not necessarily about the kumbaya love fest or anything like that. I'm just a guy who believes that being a disciplined man is rewarding in the sense that you get things accomplished. Like I appreciate your discipline to your channel, consistently putting out material, consistently, driving a channel, pushing the Negro manosphere. Like I can appreciate that level of discipline. And I believe marriage is the same way, or relationships are the same way. When you are able to commit to something and you say that, hey, this is what I'm gonna do, I believe you should do it. Not because you're trying to be some high moral person. It's just that level of discipline is important for any man in anything to be successful. So so to me, it's about the discipline more than anything.
Wow, that's so awesome.
Wow, you funny.
Oh, for real, that's important. No, because not to be funny, but I was I have a lot of friends that are actually like pastors and stuff, and I remember like this was like even before I was kind of saved or anything.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the grocery store. He talked about how how when somebody's hungry,
Mm-hmm.
when you're hungry and you starve, you'll pick up anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you're a disciplined person, you're going to be more mindful of what you put into your body. And he used that analogy as the same way as of, cheating or as in being faithful, or because of the discipline that you have. You just not going to just do anything because you learned to discipline yourself, even in the simplest of things, as far as, using that as an example. But you just made me think of that. That's all.
I got you.
Let me weigh in on my opinion on this. Now, I'm kind of like in the middle. And the reason why I'm in the middle is because, okay, you get with a chick, let's say you and her both work, all right? You don't have the money to take care of this woman like you would like, so you need two incomes. She's trying to raise a kid. She's working 40 hours a week. She's trying to do everything. Yeah, the motherfucker gonna get fat. I mean, this is probably what's gonna happen. More likely. 2 or 3 kids, you get older, you working, she's working, probably, right? So in that situation, if you're not in a position to provide for her fully, where she could be a full mom and a full housewife, stuff like that, then that's different. Now, if you're the kind of black man that we want you to be, like Black Men Taking Our Community Back suggests in, Ultimate Patriarchs, where you can connect and have a community of brothers who, have the money to do things, then, hopefully your wife don't have to work if you decide to get married. Now, if you are the kind of man that you're providing fully for your wife and she has access to, the right foods, she lives down the street from a gym or something, and this motherfucker become 100 and 200 pounds later, and you had that conversation like, look, you look like E Honda off Street Fighter 2, like your blood type is Rocky Road, nigga. We need to have a conversation about this shit. You fat as hell. And if the motherfucker don't lose weight after that, then it's to the point where it's like, look, I got to get your ass up out of here. Now, I believe like a lot of women, and I've seen read an article online the other day, where a lot of women expect that if they get to 3,000 pounds and above, that the men are supposed to still stay with you regardless. Even now, if you get sick, that's one thing. But because it's something that you just can't stop your own damn self and you just being lazy, no, get up out of there. Leave her. That's what these wealthy guys do. They keep their women honest. They leave them. They don't. How many wealthy guys do you see with fat ass women for the most part? You don't see that often. Not really. I mean, you may see it with like Indian family stuff like that, but for the most part, they be cheating like hell.
What about women who get fat because of babies and stuff? So sometimes it takes them 3 years to get that off.
Well, they better try to get it off. Shit. I mean, again, if you're the kind of man that, and it goes back to the kind of man that you are. If you're the kind of man that you're trying to build yourself up, and right now you need your wife to work a part-time job or whatever, that's understandable. Your wife might gain a little weight. That's understandable. But if you are a man that can provide and you're trying to help your wife lose weight, yeah, that's a good thing. But if she's not trying to do that shit at all, like, nah, I'm gonna just keep eating bonbons and shit, then you gotta get up out of here. I mean,
that baby fat thing, I think is more of a cop out too. I mean, a lot of women just eat like crazy, and then that baby fat thing. I don't know if that's all that. If you eat right during the pregnancy and you continue to eat right, I don't see why. And you breastfeed, I don't see why you're gonna gain a whole bunch of weight. I just don't. I've seen too many women do it and not gain a bunch of weight if they adhere to a strict diet and exercise.
Yeah, but sometimes here's another kicker to that too. Sometimes women, their stomach muscles will weaken after pregnancy. So it'll be harder for them to lose the actual fat in their belly or their muscles to even go back tighter.
Yeah,
So
that's true. That's true. In the
there's
stomach,
things that go on with that.
but I'm talking about overall. I'm talking about overall, like you
Oh,
just become like a blimp after a pregnancy. I think that's just bad discipline, bad, that's why I preach to my, even to my, to my women. It's like, yeah, you need to be disciplined. Like we both need to be disciplined because I mean, you got to be disciplined in
true,
all areas. I mean, it's just what it is,
true. I agree.
Okay, so next thing, a man who is always available to his woman 100% of the time. Like whenever you need him, text message responds hella fast, all of this, is that simping? I mean, being available all the time to you. Like you can access him whenever you need to. He's always there, hella responsive, hella fast. He'll jump when he say he'll jump. Do you want a man that's 100% available to you, Jimmy? Jimmy, I'm talking to you.
Wait, what did you say? It was breaking up.
You know what?
It was breaking up. It was breaking up. You're gonna have to
Because you
repeat
don't
it.
pay your Metro PCS bill. That's why. You don't pay your bill.
Ah,
Metro, Metro, Metro. Okay, listen. Is this
I don't
simping
have
if a man?
Metro.
Metro. $30 unlimited everything a month. Listen, if a guy is hella 100% available to you all the time, is that simping?
No, that's not simping. Um, I don't know. There's a balance in everything. There's a balance every single thing. I just think that anything, eventually somebody will, they'll probably take you for granted. So you have to be able to actually still handle your business as a man and be there during the important times and make sure that the communication flows the way that it's supposed to flow and in the closeness and intimacy and everything. But I think, yeah, like, I don't know. I just think that sometimes, like, even with relationships, people try to control each other or, you know, and still be able to in life with your life purpose and a person understand your business for real, not making excuses and doing other things, doing something totally different from what you're doing. I'm talking about handling your actual business purpose, is doing the things that you're supposed to be doing.
Okay, let's ask the brother here. 100% availability to a woman, brother.
I think that'll get you played. Honestly, I think that'll just get you played. And and it's sad that it has to be the truth. It is absolutely sad that it has to be the truth. But see, the thing about it is, women just don't appreciate that guy. They walk over that guy. They treat that guy like crap. My brother was that guy, and and you get no reward from being that guy. In reality, women will say that they want that, but the truth is, man, you try to be there 100% for a woman, she will hate you for it. Not all women, but I would say at least a good 80%. 80% of women will probably just hate you for being there for them, especially if they come from if their parents weren't like that. Now, if their parents were like that, you have a higher likelihood of that woman actually appreciating that. But but it's just so low. The amount of people that come from functional homes. I think that that's an easy way to get yourself played. That's just the truth, and it's unfortunate that is the truth.
I totally agree. I think you definitely gonna get played, and when you get hella available to somebody, they don't take you serious, nor do they value you as a person. So let me go to.
I'm just wait, O'Shea, before you move on. I was just being realistic because
Mhm.
nobody is able to be there for somebody 100% of the time,
That's
especially
true.
if you have especially if you have priorities like studying to be a doctor. There's going to be times where you have to understand.
Metro PCS.
No, I had a phone call.
Oh, okay.
You're going to have to understand.
Oh,
They keep calling me. You're going to have to understand that, that you have to take time to study. Or if a man, there's things that men need to do, there's things that women need to do. It's just called respecting a person's time too,
mhm.
because we all have purpose in life. And when you find someone who understands that, like, you're able to be there for people when it's important, when it's the important time to still build the relationship. But it's unrealistic to expect somebody to be there for you 100% of the time. It's just not realistic. Period. That's all I'm saying in the situation.
Okay, okay. Let's go to the next one. I know you're a Christian, so this might be a little bit out of your, Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost. Listen, not being aggressive enough in the bedroom, is that a sign of simping?
You are so crazy. I promise you're crazy. That dance. You're so crazy.
So
Well,
what do you feel? I mean,
that type of
in your Christian voice.
be quiet in my Christian voice. Well, those are expressions of how you feel. Like that that part of intimacy is expressed of how you feel. I don't know why somebody would be more timid or more aggressive in the bedroom. That's up to them. That's totally up to the individual and what they like, what their partner likes. So I don't think it's simping or not simping either way. It just has everything to do with preference. Everything to do with preference. I don't think that's a simping or no simping thing. And you're crazy. That dance. Stop it.
Okay, so the born again virgin has answered. Black men taking our community back. What do you think about this?
Man, I think that's an easy way to get yourself played again, man. Listen, man, if you are
There
not
y'all go.
listen, no, these are facts. This is just the truth. See, I think when I listen to how you say your name, Benny again? How you say your name? Jimmy, right? Like I think
Yes.
it's like in theory, a lot of these things are supposed to work. You know what I mean? But the reality of it is, man, if you're not laying it down how your woman want, man, she's gonna be
That's what
on the phone
I
talking about you to another dude, saying how you don't put in the work, you don't do this, you don't do that, and how weak you are, and she'll be on the phone trying to give it up to somebody else. That's just the truth, man.
okay, but black men taking action. You do know every woman is different. You do know every woman is different.
Just Mr. Black. Just Mr. Black.
Every
It's
woman is
easier that way.
different. Every woman doesn't like every woman doesn't like the same thing. Some women don't like hardcore rough sex, or
Oh, yeah, that's
they
true.
want something gentle, or they might be in the mood to be caressed
Acupuncture.
or make love. Like, so it just has everything to do with the individual's relationship and how they understand each other and what they need, how they're able to communicate their needs to one another. So that's why I said it's a preference thing. It has nothing to do with rather if a person's a simp. You need to know what to do, when to do what you need to do, and when not to hold back or give it your all. You need to know when to do these things. That has everything to do with relationship with that person. So that's why I gave the answer I
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. You got to do it. You gotta do it.
You're crazy.
You gotta tear it up. Boy,
You're straight crazy.
gotta hit it with a Dougie in that thing. You gotta tear it up, brothers.
And you need to find out, first of all, listening to you, crazy. They need to find out what it is their woman likes, not just be doing whatever. That's crazy.
Fuck
she gonna
that.
talk about you. She gonna talk about you and say you like a rabbit. You just don't know what you're doing, and it's
You
not
better
fun.
do what you tell her what she supposed to like.
You better find out what it is she likes to get her there, to
Don't
please
listen.
her. How about that? Because you doing some crazy stuff and just doing whatever because you talking about, oh, I'm powerful. Oh, I'm just gonna put it down. No, don't do that.
Don't listen to her. You're gonna be single.
No, you won't.
Who are you gonna take?
You know what to do to please your woman. No, you won't.
You're gonna take an advice of a pretty girl who has turned down tons of dudes before, or an ugly dude who's had plenty of pretty girls that's gonna tell you what to do. Listen to me. Listen, see, she's not ugly. I am. So I'm the one. I'm telling you what to do.
I'm a woman, so I know the conversations that
she's gonna get you played.
So I'm telling the truth firsthand. Trust me, they talk about men who don't know what they're doing as far as like being too fast or too rough, and some women don't like that.
They're not going nowhere.
So you have to know what that woman likes.
Listen,
you can't just be doing whatever. You got to find out.
She the same person that got a $30 Metro bill right now that keep going off while we on the Hangout. That you don't listen to her. She don't got no credibility. I'm telling you.
I'm a woman. I'm a woman. And I'm listening to grown women conversations.
Tear it up. Tear it up. Tear it up.
Engaged.
Tear it up.
And no, that's not. Don't do it.
Bang, 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 bang.
don't listen to it.
That's what you do.
Bang, bang, bang.
O'Shea, did you used to do the roll on them women back in the day?
Man, the Dougie. I hit them with the Dougie. You gotta listen.
You can tell.
Let me tell you something. When you do the Dougie, you gotta hit it from the back because they gonna feel you. They gonna feel you moving and they go, what the heck? And then they gonna make you stop. So you gotta get.
Bye, O'Shea. Bye.
You gotta make sure it's like right when you get ready to spin. Oh!
You are playing crazy.
Hit him with the Dougie at the end. Oh, woo! Hey y'all, I tell you what, I'm gonna do a whole podcast about hit him with the Dougie.
Don't. That'll be funny though, but you're
listen. Y'all know when it comes to weird subjects like that, I can come up with content about that. I'm telling you, it'll be the classic this week. Hit him with the Dougie. Hit him with it. Y'all gonna be cracking up. All right, last one. Fighting over. Okay, listen. There's a story right now, right? So Brian Pumper, if you guys know who Brian Pumper is, he's the porn star. This dude was cracking eggs on females' faces and shit, right? And he be having sex with them, but he be cracking eggs on their face, like, you know what I'm saying? And
like eggs you cook?
Like raw eggs, like bitch crack.
What?
I was gonna do the story on that. That's why it says if you look at the Hangouts, this guy tries to fight Brian Pumper because that was actually gonna be the name of this Hangout, but I changed it at the last minute because he was available. So, anyways, the dude the other day, Media Takeout got a story, right? And so Media Takeout got a story where a dude that was having sex. Okay, so Brian Pumper screwed this dude baby mama, and the girl that was getting the eggs cracked on her head was his baby mama, and he was like, "Man, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. You put eggs on baby mama's face and all this shit, right?" So basically, is it simping to fight over your girlfriend or ex-girlfriend, especially when she made the choice to go have sex with somebody else? Is that simping? Jimmy, you better not say that dumb. I'm gonna hang up on you, I promise you. If you say something dumb, bye-bye.
I am not gonna say nothing dumb because shouldn't no grown person be fighting another grown person because a grown person chose to have sex with another grown person? That's stupid. That's really stupid. That's stupid.
About time you at least agree with one thing. One, maybe two. God, you a tough cookie. What you have to say about this, Mr. Black?
Man, I got a second exact everything she said. I don't even have to say she answered for me, man. I appreciate that.
Okay, so me and my take on it. Listen, Buzz, I know it's a lot of dudes, man. Matter of fact, shout out to JR Wisdom. He hit 1,000 subs today. I want to shout him out, man. I remember when he had like 200. So brothers got to keep supporting JR Wisdom. He's an up and coming YouTuber. You never know when a brother might take off, man. I was like that at once. You know, me and Mr. Black, I remember doing Hangouts with him. I had a few thousand subscribers. He told me what Google Hangouts was, and the next thing you know, I had 30-something thousand. Oh, I still got my main page too. So always got to be nice to up and coming YouTubers. You never know when they're gonna blow up. So I want to recognize him for that feat of getting 1,000. He needs to start going live on his channel also. So that would be a good thing for him. You go support him. But I'm gonna tell you like this, man. It's a lot of brothers that's fighting over females that don't want to admit it. You know, it's a lot, because if you think about it, a lot of brothers is in jail over another woman, fighting over. Most black men get into it, or most men in general get into it over some woman. You know, so a lot of dudes will front and act like, oh, you know, I don't fight over these hoes. That's not true, man. A lot of y'all do that. You know, you get mad because your girl is talking to somebody else, and what you're thinking about in your mind is how you used to hit it, how good it was. And now you mad because somebody else hitting it. And if you get mad and see a visual of it, I mean, it's different when you don't see it. But when you can see a video of your baby mama getting screwed, then you could could be a hater. I just want to let you know that you cannot control people, brothers. If the woman want to go out and sleep with somebody else or your ex-girlfriend, that's her. You can't be mad at that dude. The dude is irrelevant. If you want to check somebody, check her. Never go out and fight nobody for the fact that your girl getting eggs cracked on her face. And you thought that was white. Some nigga cracking eggs on her face. Bow, bitch.
She was a born-again virgin talking about she not giving it up until she married.
Yeah, exactly. Getting eggs cracked on her ass.
Oh,
hey,
God.
I want to get some shout-outs in the chat. Keep liking the video for those of you coming in. Thank you, shout out to Deshaun, JR Wisdom, Trim Hits, Reynald Cherry, everybody that's been supporting this. You know, this channel, I'm not going to tell you how many subscribers in this channel, right? But it's not as many as on my other channel. But what I can tell you is this channel is just as active as my other channel was. So so don't get hooked up on subscribers, man. Subscribers is not a thing that you should be. I mean, subscribers do help. But that's with people who keep it with your content and really deal with your stuff every day. And I'm a living witness of that. You know, you really need people that's going to support what you're doing. I have this channel. Aaron Clary hit me up today. The conservative, he wrote a book I was promoting, The Black Man's Guide Out of Poverty. He said, man, your second channel is getting as many views as your first channel. And that's because of you, brothers, man. I really thank you. I thank Jemi for coming on. She's supposed to have gotten a YouTube account 30 years ago, but for whatever reason, she's been praying too much to get the YouTube account. She was Facebook preaching. So I want to, so she's gonna be when she gets the account, we're gonna come. I'll put the link here so you brothers can go support her and subscribe to her channel. Not because you actually like what she's talking about, obviously, but because she's cool. And you can just be like, you can troll her on her comments, like, what the fuck are you talking about? And we used to have a roast group back in the day. Many of y'all don't know this. Before I came to Facebook, I was a blog talk radio show host, and I had a group called Planet O'Shea, which was this conglomerate group that was a roast group galore. That's all we did. And so she's not so if you try to roast her, it's not gonna end well. She's not gonna get. She been doing that type of stuff for like years, so you're not gonna get her in her feelings. She's a female roaster. She'll go back and forth with you in the comment section and shit. She might clown you. So you know if you follow her to her channel, she ain't new to this. So I'm thinking about actually at some point bringing my group back to Facebook. I don't know because it's a lot of work. But I have my first blog, PlanetO'SheaMagazine.com was under that. We had some issues in the issue.com you can go check out. I had a comic. So now we're back on YouTube. And by the way, for those of you who want to learn how to produce content, if you start off with Blog Talk Radio first and come to YouTube, it's a very easy transition. Tommy Sotomayor did that. I'm a living witness of doing that. If you produce content on Blog Talk Radio before you come to YouTube, it really helps you a whole lot. Helps you gather your thoughts. It helps you change, creativities, really quick. So wanted to do that. Want to shout out Mr. Black. Mr. Black, I got a question, man. I want to get you and Obsidian on here tomorrow.
Okay.
On the I refuse to be the cleanup man. I want to mediate. and the thing is,
you and your topics, dude.
No. It's an article. It's a good discussion because I am still more supportive of Mr. Black, but I see Obsidian's point more so. And I'm a person that wants to give back to the Black community, but I don't know if I can give back to the Black community in America. I mean, that's the sick part of it because of the policies and the laws, and you don't have a lot of rights to do things there. So I want to have a discussion with that because all three of us are conservative Black male Republicans. So we agree on a lot of conservative things happening in the Black community. So I want to just get that dialogue going. I'm sure the brothers out there would love to hear it. So I'm going to reach out to Obsidian, and if we get that on tomorrow, I can guarantee we'll have over 300 people live tomorrow. It'll be a great show, and then maybe possibly we'll do that. So you guys have any last words you guys want to say? Because it's damn 3 o'clock here in Poland, 3:30.
Oh no, I don't. Great show, man. Great show.
Okay, you, Jimmy?
I just love the dialogue from male and female perspectives. I just like it. It's good stuff.
Okay.
Good content, O'Shea.
Thank you. And actually, Jimmy used to be, believe it or not, Jimmy used to be a co-host with me on Blog Talk Radio. Remember them days, Jimmy?
Yes.
We used to have, how many people did we have in the queue?
Oh my gosh.
It was crazy, right?
God.
We used to be able to do a show at like 3 a.m. out of the blue, and people would just show up.
Yep, call in.
So what you might see in May, and I'm gonna talk to a few of the brothers. We're gonna bring the Blog Talk Radio. I'm gonna bring it back to YouTube, but I'm not gonna. Thank you, Deshaun. I'm not probably gonna do it on this channel. I'm probably gonna do it on my O'Shea Live channel. So I'm gonna start I have a new channel that I've started, and then what I'm gonna do is get that set up, and we'll do the Blog Talk Radio just on that channel. All right. So once again, shout out to everybody, all the people, man, that made it hot show. 202 likes. Wow, this is a great show. Tomorrow, I'm gonna reach out to Obsidian and Mr. Black, and we're gonna have a dialogue, and I'm gonna be in the middle, agreeing and disagreeing, instigating. So, peace out, you guys. Great show. Thank you guys for participating. And as you know, the buffoonery remains the all-time high. I'm out. Peace.